Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Today, we are going to be going over our animal observations from the Greenwood fourth grade. Let's get right into it. Now, we had an interesting ratio of indoor observations versus outdoor observations, and I will say that three people ended up doing both an indoor and an outdoor observation. So, I see I've got a little spelling error here, nothing like capital letters. Anyway, 26 individuals did an indoor, 37 chose to do an outdoor, and I did not include my observations into our grand total, but maybe I could do that. So let's talk about mammals. These are the different species of mammals that we observed in our observations last week. They include a rabbit, a gray squirrel, and red squirrel. We didn't really differentiate too often which squirrel we saw. Moles, chipmunks, a guinea pig, which I don't think was seen outside. But we had a lot more animals too. We had a combination of cows and calves. We had chickens and roosters, horse, so some domesticated farm animals like a pig. We had a number of dogs and a number of cats. And I got news for you, fourth grade. Fourth grade tends to be more dog people than cat people. And I got the numbers to prove it. Some other animals that we observed were mammals, that is, were white-tailed deer, a coyote, and someone found a fox, although they said that the fox was dead, which was unfortunate for the fox. Okay, birds. Wow, we had a lot of different birds observed in this time period. We had crows, blue jays, robins, mourning doves, bluebirds, which I know are out because I've seen them, but I wonder if some people considered a blue jay a bluebird. We had woodpeckers, but we didn't differentiate whether they were red-headed woodpeckers or different species. We had chickadees, cardinals, blackbirds, and I think this is a nuthatch. Now I got to think about it. We had more. We had goldfinches. We had let's see, this is a dark-eyed junco. Now I'm trying to remember what all these different birds are. This is a red-winged blackbird. Oh, goodness. I need to really practice my bird species, but I know that this is a canary and this is a cockatiel, which, again, both I think were domesticated. This is a barn swallow. I just can't remember what these two are. Maybe a darling. It'll come to me later. A few more birds. We had good old mallards. There were a lot of ducks, and someone said mallards, but not everybody determined which they were. We had some Canada geese. We had a turkey spotted, a number of bald eagles, and a number of hawks. And I put in a red-tailed hawk, but we didn't specify what species that is. As scientists, we want to be as specific as possible when we are writing down our observations. That's a thing to note here, ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward. Reptiles observed, maybe one in nature, but we had a chameleon, a gecko, and a turtle, and I just put in a box turtle, but again, we didn't specify the species. Amphibians. We had someone see a frog, and I just put in a bullfrog. They didn't tell the species, and someone heard frogs, but didn't necessarily see them. And we had fish observed, and they were considered trout, and considering that it's around River Falls, I'm assuming that it was a brown trout. But unless you're pulling them out of the water, it is tough to tell. So in total, we had 244 mammals, 463 birds, 3 reptiles, 2 amphibians, and 20 different fish observed. And that's not counting the insects. Great job, ladies and gentlemen. Way to get us started.